Breaking developments on a scary scene outside the federal building. Officers in heavy-duty bomb suits. Robots checking out a suspicious device. Homeland Security and ICE? Well, they're inside that building. Caitlin McCarthy reports.
Brooklyn Heights fire and police, including federal agents, swarming keynotes circle for a suspicious package with possible explosives. Several buildings, including a Homeland Security office, were evacuated as the investigation unfolded. We saw a bomb squad member suiting up along with a specialized robot being rolled out to assess the possible threat. Homeland Security telling us Federal Protective Service was conducting a sweep of a publicly accessible lobby at an ICE office building when a canine alerted to a suspicious package in a UPS drop box. Homeland Security releasing a statement saying, quote, Federal Protective Service immediately contacted local law enforcement and initiated a full evacuation of the facility as a precaution. The FBI, ATF, and local law enforcement arrived on the scene in coordination with FPS. Mike Gallagher was in the area for work when he saw the heavy law enforcement presence.
I feel confident that that they've got it under control and everybody's in good hands. I really don't feel scared. It's unnerving for sure. It's definitely unnerving.
He's here frequently for work and says it's usually quiet.
We knew that there was an ICE component to this building, but never really concerned about it, never really saw any activity, any protest or anything negative at all until today.
Gallagher appreciated seeing the response from law enforcement who were working to make sure the area was safe.
Nobody expressed any fear or real concern for their personal well-being. I guess you see this type of response, it makes you feel good about, about who protects us.
Homeland Security also telling us the situation has been resolved and an all clear has been given to reoccupy the building. In Brooklyn Heights, Caitlin McCarthy, 19 News.